we already filled our roster.
Yeah.
And so I found a D3 school that would, let me play, and like help financially.
Yeah.
And so ended up going there. The girl cheated on me. It's a sad story, like a month into university.
Oh my goodness.
And in a way that was really, really painful. And so like that just was something that I was completely unprepared for, and my family, what we did was build excellence. And like I didn't, my parents are amazing people. They're both still alive. They're both amazing. And so they didn't fight in front of us. In fact, I don't even know if they've ever gotten into a fight. But
probably have.
But what they might just be perfect. But what that meant is that, when the difficult times really came, I didn't have a difficult time until I was 19 years old.
Wow.
But for me, when that difficult time came when I was 19 years old, when I've been dreaming about being a professional athlete and feeling like I was really close, and then changing my goal and putting love on top of that, and then just being chopped at the knees by something dishonest, and man, I didn't know how to deal with it. And so I went into trying to numb the pain. And then after years of that, I ended up getting kicked out of this school while I was the captain of the soccer team. I got arrested, I think 11 times in 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah. For all for things that have to do with numbing, drinking and things like that.
Yeah.
And so I got to a point, I had all these dreams, first about owning my parents' business, and then about really becoming someone in the world. And then I got to a point, after feeling all that pain and trying to numb it, a few years after that, I'm sitting in county jail for a month. And I had been in jail, probably at least, after all those arrests, 5 or 6 times. Because I didn't have to go into the jail cell every time.
Yeah.
For those of you who are not past criminals, you don't have to go to the jail cell every time, depending on what you're arrested for.
Yeah.
So anyways, I'm sitting in the jail cell for a month after having been arrested in this downfall that was worse than anything I could have ever pictured myself going through.
Yeah.
Going from being, feeling like I was going to be a business owner, like I'm just meant to be an owner, to then sitting in county jail thinking like, maybe I'm meant to be a meth addict. I don't, not really, but I was in a block full of mostly people who were there for meth crimes. And so I was like, is this where I belong?
Yeah.
Is this what my life has turned into?
Yeah.
And then in that moment, I got out. I was interning for Lincoln Financial Group. They still kept me on somehow in the midst of all that. But so I get out of jail. I'm 21 years old, and my dad comes to me and he's like, son, you got to come with me to Honduras this time. He just invited me to Honduras the year before that.
Okay.
I'd turned him down. My family had gone to church for a long time, but the kind of church where my parents would kind of skip out to go have brunch with their friends, and I would skip out to go like buy some candy. And we'd meet back when it ends. So it was something we did together.
Yeah.
But it was more cultural than alive spiritually.
Yeah.
And but it just changed for my parents like a year before that. And so my dad had started serving internationally. Invited me year one. I was like, how does this make any sense for me accomplishing my goals or becoming the person that I want to be? And then the next year, feeling so vulnerable and a month out of jail, I'm like, all right, Dad, I'll come down to Honduras with you.
Yeah.
And in a way that has led to where I am right now.
What'd you see when you were there?
Well, I saw things that you could see, if you're willing to get on a flight here in Chicago, things that you can see, within like a 4 or 5 hour flight. You don't really see it, or I guess I haven't really seen too much of it here in the US. I think you did generations ago. But the way I put it is that I saw people who have lost the birth lottery. There's a moment where, our souls or just like the deepest parts of us, like